Hodak, and Detroit's #1 news team.
Get in on the act, 7:30 tonight.
From Michigan's #1 news station, this is Channel 7's 6 o'clock Action News with Jack LeGoff, Doris Biscoe, and Detroit's first news team.
Good evening, everyone. A state Senate committee made a controversial decision today about fire prevention at the Pontiac Silverdome. After a special hearing into the matter, the committee decided that an official investigation into fire safety codes at the stadium is not warranted. Channel 7's Vince Wade was in Lansing for the hearing. Vince reports that its outcome has not changed the minds of a number of experts who believe the Silverdome is a fire hazard.
The committee hearing follows a series of allegations and accusations that the Silverdome is unsafe because it doesn't have enough fire exits and has some propane tanks too close to the building. Bill Ferguson, Deputy Director of the State Fire Marshal Division, says it's tough to assess the Silverdome because it's so unique. Nonetheless, his unit's only real complaint has to do with the kitchen of the Silverdome restaurant. He would like to see some modifications. Lawrence Institute architect Robert Williams offered an opposing view, saying he feels the danger is worse than any nightclub fire we've seen. Outside the hearing room, I asked Ferguson for a basic assessment of fire safety at the Silverdome.
The propane tanks have been inspected as recently as this month, and they do comply with the Michigan standards, and the Fire Safety Board of the state thinks those standards are safe. As far as exits concerned, although we haven't particularly addressed a code that applies to that building, the National Fire Protection Association has corresponded with us and feel that they are safe with our description of the building.
Ultimately, the committee was unimpressed with arguments that the Silverdome is unsafe. They refused to report the resolution out of committee to the full Senate floor, thus effectively killing the issue, at least for this session of the legislature. From Lansing, Vince Wade, Channel 7 Action News reporting.
Flames licking across the top of a crude oil storage tank drew firefighters to the Marathon refinery in southwest Detroit about noon today. Channel 7's Jim Herrington was on hand as they put that fire out.
The fire started on the top, the roof of one of the oil tanks located right next to the Marathon refinery. One of the workmen said he thought a welder's torch ignited the new roofing materials. Fire Chief Andy Rushford wasn't sure that was the cause. Whatever it was, the fire was contained to the roof of the tank. The roofing materials caused all the black billowing smoke and the few flames. Although the walls of the tank buckled, the few feet of crude oil inside the tank never was ignited.
Basically, what's burning is the roofing material itself.
And it's just, I understand, just a small amount of crude oil in the tank.
That's right. There's only, they told us approximately 3 feet at the bottom of that.
And that's not burning?
No.
So no danger of an explosion, no danger of losing it, really?
No. Of course, you can never say that for sure, but that's right. I would say no.
It was a minor fire, but as one firefighter noted, you never view any fire in a refinery as minor. And it was the third one in just a few weeks' time, 2 of them here at Marathon. From the Marathon refinery in southwest Detroit, Jim Herrington, Channel 7 Action News reporting.
The cost of living went up in Detroit last month at double the national rate, according to new figures from the federal government. In October alone, consumer prices went up by 1 8/10% in Detroit. And housing costs were the single biggest reason behind the increase. The cost of keeping a roof over your head went up by 3.7% in Detroit just during October, a much bigger increase than in the country as a whole. In fact, thanks to higher interest rates and a lot of other factors, housing costs in Detroit have gone up by 27% in just the past year. Doris?
New car sales by all of the major automakers